Hello, good morning. This video is going to discuss just a review, right? Nothing new, just a little review on our distance existence series now. Um, this is a really complex topic, so pay attention with what I have to say. That's why I'm not going to teach you anything new here. This is just a review before we actually dive into these typical, I guess. I don't even know how to go about this, but these distance existence words, perhaps terminology, maybe, yeah, probably. Just a word of caution here, or a side note, I should say, in green. Einstein's theory of general relativity. I know most of you aren't scientists or rocket scientists or whatever geniuses, right? But as someone like me who loves critical thinking and loves science a lot, and incorporating or applicating, I guess, applying science into language and how all of this works, Einstein's theory of general relativity, if you have a good understanding or a solid grasp of what Einstein's theory of relativity is, and you know how it works, and you know how the ins and outs of Einstein's theory of relativity, as well as the space-time concept of that Einstein, I guess, theorized, right? Especially that the space-time concept, distance existence in Cebuano will be a breeze to you. You will understand these relationships much easier than someone who doesn't understand Einstein's theory of relativity and the space-time concept. Okay, that's just something I just want to put out there. So if you do have an understanding of Einstein's theory of relativity, this and space-time concept, this might be an easier concept for you to grasp. Anyway, moving on. This is what's called deixis, something like that. But anyway, it's pretty much, these words are pretty much used in these in this chart. These words are pretty much used to express relativity, like things that are relative to us and the motion around us and the existence around us, right? So relativity by who is speaking, so whoever point of view is on that. Yeah, the point of view of someone, so it could be from my point of view, from someone else's perspective, from whoever else's perspective, right? So it can be from a point of view or the perspective of who is speaking, the time or the place of the speaking, so when it happened, right? Or the event, in the event that it happened and when it happened, and how this person or how I see it, or how I guess it's how the speaker, including us, how the speaker sees these events and how these events are in relation to the current time versus what hasn't happened yet and what will happen and what has happened, right? And this is the very core nature of the Cebuano language. Cebuano is a language that expresses um, motion and distance and existence and all of that through relativity, right? It's a language that expresses relativity quite well, and that's why I said if you have a good understanding of Einstein's theory of general relativity, this will be easy for you. So again, as a speaker, as a Cebuano speaker, native speakers usually express the current world and whatever happens around them and the events around them and the things that move around them relative to their space, relative to their like time space interval, right? So here we have four, I guess you can say, divided into distance, right? Four existences, distances, whatever, right? Just it's divided into four distances, maybe. I guess you can call it that way, right? We have the here that's very close to me, right? So it can just be maybe a few centimeters from me. We have the here that's near us, between you and the listener. Again, it's relativity, right? It's being discussed in terms of, or from the perspective of the speaker, whether the speaker sees the listener, whether how far the listener is, So it's here between you and me. Maybe it's existing between you and existing near you and me. Maybe it could be a few centimeters from you and me, but it's farther than the few centimeters from just me. Because when another person is added, there could be an object that exists between near us or between us, right? A few centimeters from us, right? There is a there which is now farther from you, okay? An object that's more centimeters farther than you, more maybe a meter farther than you. And then you have the there that is meters, kilometers far from you and the listener, right? An object that exists, all right, in terms of distance. It's existing in terms of distance, okay? And there are four ways or four conditions that we can express these distance existence relations. And how do we express these distance existence relations in these four ways? Well, we have the four categories, right? We have it through location, existence, verbal, right? And this is where we get that verb, the common verb anhi, anha, and adto, as well as ari, right? In verbs, or in motion, whether there's going to be a transference of an activity, a transference or a movement of a movement of some sort of verb. I don't want to say verb, but you're gonna see it through some sort of movement, a transference, and you'll get more of a better understanding of that concept in the future videos. Okay, again, this is just a review. And of course, we have our location, whether something is just existing somewhere or to be placed somewhere, right? Existence, the difference between location and existence is existence just exists. It does not do anything. It does not have any action, right? An object just exists for simply existing. Versus location, location is an existence that is being placed somewhere. All right, so it has a slight connotation with movement or yeah, I guess you can say movement, but there is a difference because existence is just simply existing for existing. And this is where we can get the negative or negating the existence, because this negating the negating for the existence is wala, which I actually should just put here, but I didn't put it here. It's wala for those of you who don't know, because wala is an existential. So again, this is just a review of your distance existence, right? And really quickly, we'll go down the column. For the location, for the here, very near me, we have diri. Dialectal differences, some will say dira, butang dira, place it there. Just place it very close to me. Diri, dira, okay? We have dinhi for just here, right? Here, okay, just here, dinhi. Dinha or diha is there, which is a little further away. And dito is very far away. Okay, I'm talking about on the other side of that mountain, okay? Existence, we have a dia or dia, right? Dia, diara, okay, dia lang, dia. Nia, right? Ania, nia is just here. We have naa, which is just there, something that just simply exists. Naa is there, blah, 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 blah. Naa ba, blah, 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 right? And again, I'm not going to go define each and every one of these. I'm just going to go through them and you will get a closer understanding of these in the future videos. Atoa, which is something that's very far from you and me. Something that's existing far from you and me. Verbals, we have ari, which is just coming towards me, coming really close to me, right? Like a pinch. Anhi, which is coming to me, it's close, okay. Anha is now you're leaving me. You're leaving me, you're leaving my vicinity. And adto is going away, like really far away. Finally, we have a category for motion. We have ngari, right? A transference coming closer, very close transference. Nganhi, and nganhi is just, okay, it's a transference that's close, but not as close as ngari. Nganha, which is now your a transference of something that's going far away. And ngadto is, okay, now you're definitely transferring something that's far, way beyond us. In the here, don't forget with the R, right? The R, that tap, R, okay? And even with the, right? That R, ri, ra, dia, ra, right? That tap or the rolling of the R in that front indicates that it's very close to you. That's why in the pronunciation videos, I stress so much for you to get those pronunciations with the R's perfected. Don't retroflex it. You gotta roll the R's, not retroflex it. Not diori, not diora or ari. No, don't do that. It's r, because the moment we start hearing that r, or that tapped D and that rolled trilled R, that tapped D, we know you're talking about something that's so close now, very close to you. That's just a little side note. But again, this is just a review and more to come.